I want to talk about why boundaries are important and get you thinking about boundaries, experiencing boundaries in a way that allows you to set them and see them differently. Let's redefine a boundary. If you take this idea of a container and we look at what a boundary is, if I'm expressing my boundaries, the ways that are acceptable for me to be spoken to, the ways that I would like to be treated, I'm actually bringing myself, I'm bringing who I am into the relationship to be seen around the things that are important to me and the things that I'm a yes to and the things that I'm a no to. That definition of what falls within me and what falls outside of me is who I am. So if I'm not setting boundaries, I'm not bringing who I really am to the person that I love or that I care about in the relationship. Boundaries are an act of deep authenticity, and if you are holding your boundaries back and you are not fighting for boundaries, you're not being yourself in the relationship, and that is just going to create a hotbed for resentment. Here's the beauty: when you start to allow yourself permission to bring forth your boundaries into the relationship and to see it as an act of service, a gift into the relationship, you also create a game with the other person where they have permission to do the same thing as well. Suddenly, both of you begin to feel more free to be yourselves in the connection because you're able to talk about what it is that you want and the impact of certain things honestly with each other, so that when you're together, both of you feel more of who you are rather than feeling like you have to put yourself in some type of box in order to relate to the other person, which is what I see so many of my clients do when they come to me with relationship issues. Is they've got this small sliver of where they think they can bring themselves into the relationship, and there's this false belief that if they were to bring all of themselves in the relationship, the person would leave them. Here's what I say to that: the wrong people will walk out of your life when you show up as your authentic self, and the right people will fall more deeply in love with you. And so your boundaries are also a powerful way to qualify the person that's in front of you and to see if the connection and the other person wants the same thing as what you want.